Like if we could find misschien de hitte van stof maar ook heel veel.
Parang iba iniipit niya init. Sino?
Like if we could find
Hả?
هذه ماسكة. I think we got to do. Yeah.
I feel like everybody going up here.
Well, it's on ice.
Well, let people judge for themselves.
What's that?
I said let people judge for themselves.
अच्छा तो तुम यहीं रुको, हम कल आगे ले जाएंगे।
And then it's like that. Yeah. Well, the wind is too. Stien heeft of op stop geen, maar toch heel veel jaren en dan op een stoot af.
Comunque, funziona, c'è che loro
Ah, minsan lang. Enfermata, acabamos muchas caminatas de amor. Venimos.
Ahora que me mi amor, pero entonces no podemos ir a conocer.
Possible?
You're like, I like to do that. But I think about it. It's great.
That's something fancy, right?
That's what
Thank